Thank you so much for dropping by Vast Voices, vastsolutionsgroup.com's podcast that helps the modern day entrepreneur. My name is Kenner French. Let's get right to it. Were you smart and elected an S-Corp status for your entity and it saved you money? If so, a lot of questions revolve around the salary. Is yours non-existent? Is it too low? Is it too high? Is it just right? Getting the S-Corp salary just right is truly important. First, if it's too low and you get caught by the IRS, you will truly have to pay not only the income tax on it, but also the self-employment tax on the too low amount, but also, and this is the real kicker, both payroll and income tax penalties can also cost quite a bit of money. Second, also, in most cases, the IRS is going to expand the audit to cover 3 years and then the income and penalties for those 3 years. Third, after being found out, you likely are now stuck with this higher salary, sometimes truly bloated, defeating your original purpose of saving on self-employment tax. Getting to the number, the IRS did entrepreneurs a huge favor when it released the reasonable compensation job aid for IRS valuation professionals. That's a mouthful, isn't it? The IRS states that the job aid is not an official IRS position and that it does not represent official authority in any way. That said, the document is a huge help because it gives at least some definition or defining rules of the road to follow, and it also takes away kind of some of the gray area, at least to a certain extent. The market approach to reasonable compensation compares the S-Corp's business with others and then looks at the compensation being paid by those businesses to employees who truly look like you, the shareholder employee who is likely also the CEO or maybe president, depending. The question to be answered is, well, how much compensation would be paid for this same position held by a non-owner in an arm's length transaction employment relationship, let's say at a similar company? In the job aid, the IRS states that the courts favor the market approach typically, but because of challenges in matching employees at comparable companies, the IRS has developed other approaches, and one is called the cost approach. The cost approach breaks your employee activities into their components, such as management, accounting, finance, marketing, advertising, purchasing, etc. That's one way. Also, now, health insurance, the S-Corp's payment or reimbursement of health insurance for the shareholder or employee and his or her family goes on the shareholder employee's W-2 and counts as compensation, but it's not subject to payroll taxes. So it fits nicely into the payroll tax saving strategy for an S-Corp owner. What about pensions? This is a big one. We do a large number of pensions. The S-Corp's employer contributions on behalf of the employee or the owner employee to a defined benefit plan or a simplified employee pension or a SEP plan or a 401k count as compensation but do not trigger payroll taxes. Such contributions further enable the savings on an employer's payroll taxes while adding to the dollar amount that's considered reasonable compensation. I should also mention a planning note. Your S-Corp compensation determines the amount your S-Corp can contribute to your SEP, 401k plan, etc. The defined benefit plan likely allows a corporation to make a lot larger contributions on your behalf, or really, I should really say, much, much larger contributions, in some case double, triple, etc. Section 199A deductions. This is worth noting. It truly is. The S-Corp's net income that is passed through to you, the shareholder, can qualify for the 20% Section 199A tax deduction on your Form 1040. I'm just going to say, kind of in closing, compensation is tricky. We get it. I'll say it's truly a quite important element of your overall tax strategy. You got to look at it closely. If you need help, go to our website, www.vastsolutionsgroup.com, or give us a call, 888-808-8278. It's tough, but then again, it's so beneficial. Just by changing some salary for one of our clients just yesterday, we ended up saving him $80,000. So it can be beneficial to look at the salary as it relates to your ending. Once again, Kenner French of vastsolutionsgroup.com signing off, and thank you for taking the time.